And when St. Patrick's Day rolls
Sounds
around,
good.
we're going to see a lot of green beer and shamrocks. The Irish are one of the major immigrant groups that came to Milwaukee. And joining me now to talk about that rich history is Brian Witt, the Irish Fest Cultural Exhibits Coordinator. And I appreciate you being with us this afternoon. Thank you very much. Can you tell us about, I hope you're there. Can you tell us, there you are. Can you tell us a little bit about Irish history, something that people might not think about when it comes to Milwaukee?
Well, the Irish have been here, except for the Indians and the French. We were actually the third ethnic group to arrive in the city. They got here in the 1830s, prior to the famine, and the first thing they did was they started filling in the third ward. They started dismantling all the big hills in Milwaukee, and then there are other subsequent infusions of the Irish over the next hundred and some years.
You know, we know that we have a rich Irish community here in Milwaukee. Brian, can you talk about what the Irish community is like and why people are so proud of where they came from?
The Irish community is very proud of who we are and what we are. And ironically, a lot of that has only grown up in the last 60 years. We had immigrants, we had Irish Americans, and then in 1960, all that coalesced where they actually had a focal point of different people coming together. We had the Irish pubs, and that kind of formed the basis for a lot of the things like trips to Ireland, which I know that Barry and Bridget's family went on in the past. Um, so we have a very rich and newly developed sense of Irishness in Milwaukee, whereas we had really nothing in the way of Irish language classes or that sort of thing. Now you can learn how to speak the Irish language. You can learn how to play Irish curling, Gaelic football. We have the Emerald Society, the police group. We have the Shamrock Club and the Irish Cultural and Heritage Center, which is another center, along with the Celtic Milwaukee Center. It's just grown so much in the last 40 years. And a lot of that has to do with the fact that Irish Fest has been here.
Yeah, you know, Brian, I think just about everybody's gone to Irish Fest at least once or twice or probably every year in their life. Can you tell us why is it important that people celebrate Irish culture? You know, the look, the talk, the dress. It's something that makes you feel like you're from a different country. And I think people get into the spirit a lot.
Yes, I have friends of mine who live in Ireland, and one of the things they said was a lot of times when they come to the Milwaukee Festival, they learn things about their own country that they never knew or never taught in Ireland. And that's one of the things that uh, uh, we have managed to develop and grow over the last 40 years, making people proud of who they are and learning more about the Irish culture and just being able to walk around with a little bit of a bounce in their step and being able to say, I'm Irish, even if you're only a part Irish, like many of us are.
Well, Brian Witt, thank you for educating us and enlightening us on all things Irish. And hopefully next year we will have a real Irish fest that we can all enjoy in person. Thank you very much.